Tariffs are duties imposed by countries on imported goods. These are charges that are used by countries to collect revenue. Countries can also use tariffs to protect manufacturing interests with the aim of creating jobs. Some countries enter into bilateral trade agreements to avoid trade wars. The recent action by the President of the United States of America to impose tariffs on many countries led to fears of trade wars that would affect the global economy. South Africa was not spared either. However, Trump has since paused the implementation of the hefty tariffs while still leaving a universal levy of 10% in place.
I'm glad that countries like China, they're really showing him a middle finger to say that they're not scared of him. But it is going to end up in tears, it is going to end up in tears because there is no basis for what he's trying to do other than trying to force all of us to bow to America, which is not something that we're going to stand for.
His actions are justified due to the fact that he's the one who's taking his resources, his country's resources, to invest in other countries, and then yet he's not getting nothing in return.
Some South Africans believe that the time has come for Pretoria to look for alternative markets.
Efforts will intensify to diversify export destinations, targeting markets across Africa, as well as in Asia, Europe, Middle East, and the Americas. Moreover, such efforts will also, where deemed appropriate, involve bilateral arrangements where these allow for the pursuance of our national interests. In our presidency of the G20, as the recent engagements at the G20 Trade and Investment Working Group indicate, the issue of supply chain geographic diversification is a challenge confronting all open market economies across the globe. This diversification supports South Africa's industrial strategy and reduces the dependence on single destinations markets for our exports or single sources for intermediate input requirements, fostering resilience in line with national economic priorities. South Africa will leverage the Africa Continental Free Trade Area to bolster intra-Africa trade, fostering stronger regional economic integration and cooperation. This approach aligns with the national interest of contributing to a better Africa and a better world.
The South African government indicated earlier that it will strengthen its trade relations with other countries, including trading blocs such as EU and Asia. Sophie Mkwena, SABC News, Johannesburg.